Hello friends, welcome to my channel JM Learning. Today we will study the new topic, that is electric shock, reasons, effect and factors under our course Maintenance of Electrical Equipment. Myself is Mr. JM Patil, Senior Lecturer, Electrical Engineering Department, Kekewa Polytechnic, Nasik. This particular topic we will learn in the form of questions and answers, because that will be more appropriate to understand this topic. So, let us first know about what is the meaning of electric shock, or how we can define the electric shock term. The sudden and accidental stimulation of human body nervous system when an electric current flows through it is usually termed as the electric shock. It means that whatever the response given by human body nervous system under flow of current through it will be the electric shock. The next question related to this topic: what is the response of human body when electric currents flow through it? The human body will respond depending upon the amount of current flowing through it and the victim body condition. These are the surprise, sensation, the perception, the muscular contraction. The victim may fear with reflex action, he may have the difficulty in breathing, and in the severe shock the ventricular fibrillation may take place, which can give his difficulty in the breathing, and ultimately the victim may move towards the danger situation, that is the death. So, this response will depend upon the amount of current that will flow through the human body of the victim. Now, what are the reasons for occurrence of electric shock? So, under what condition the electric shock a victim will experience or feel? If the victim touches a bare conductor which is charged, so the conductor may be charged at a low voltage, it may be 20 volt, or it may be the 100 volt or 230 volt or 415 volt. He will be touching such a conductor which is already as the charge condition, that means the conductor is at certain potential. The second is that the victim touches the poorly insulated conductor. The conductor insulation, because of some reason, has been physically decayed out, and the conductor inside that wire or cable is exposed, and the victim mystically touches such poorly insulated conductor, then there is possibility of occurrence of electric shock. The third condition or the circumstances is that the victim touches a failed electrical equipment body which is now at charge condition. If certain fault take place in electrical equipment, that may result in connection of the enclosure of electrical equipment, that is external body of electrical equipment, to the certain voltage, and in such condition the equipment body will be said to be in the charge condition, and if victim touches such equipment body, then he will definitely experience an electric shock. The fourth condition is that the victim comes in contact with static electricity charge body. Statically, electricity may be developed because of many reasons. In such cases, the equipment body may be at certain potential with respect to the ground, and if the victim touches or comes in contact with the body of such equipment which is statically charged, then he may experience an electric shock. Another possibility or the circumstances is that the victim is nearby a place where a lightning stroke has fallen. A lightning stroke will be carrying the huge amount of current that is reaching to the earth, and during this time there will be strong electromagnetic field, and the victim, if is nearby it, then the induced EMF in his body nervous cells may result in a severe electric shock. So, these are the circumstances or the reasons for occurrence of electric shock. Now, we will study what are the effect of electric current on human body. So far as we know, that the nervous system response on flow of electric current will be termed as electric shock, and the various circumstances in which the electric shock a victim may get. So now let us see how the amount of current will have corresponding effect on human body. Whatever these ranges of the current given are the approximate values, and from person to person it may vary depending upon his physical psychological condition of the victim. The current up to 1 milliampere is said to be the safe current, and in this case the victim will experience only the perception of electric shock. If the current is above 1 milliampere and up to 4 milliampere, then the victim will feel the sensation, and such an electric shock is termed as tolerable. Now if the current is above 4 milliampere up to 15 milliampere, then such an electric shock is termed as the painful shock. Victim will experience immediately the painful nature of electric shock. If the current is further increased from 15 to 20 milliampere, then the victim muscular control will be lost. His muscular will be not able to control themselves. In this case, he will experience the difficulty in his body movement. Now if the current is again about 20 milliampere and up to 50 milliampere, then there will be severe muscular contraction. Such severe muscular contraction will result in difficulty in breathing. In such case, the victim may be still alive if the enough artificial respiration is provided to the victim. If this current is above 50 milliampere up to 100 milliampere, then the seriousness of electric shock will be there. There will be ventricular fibrillation, and that can result in the death of the victim. Now if the current is above 100 and up to 200 milliampere, then there will be heart stop and instant death of victim will occur. And if unfortunately the current is above 200 milliampere, then sudden death will be there, heart stoppage will be there, and severe burns on victim body may take place. So this table gives an idea about how the current and its value will have corresponding effect on human body depending upon the physical and psychological condition of the victim. Now let us see what are the approximate value of the human body resistance. Whatever this table gives, the values of the resistances are only the approximate in their nature, and it may vary from person to person. If the condition of that human body is dry skin, then the human body resistance may be from 1 lakh to 6 lakh ohm. If the human body is in wet skin condition, then the resistance will drastically come down to 1000 ohm. The resistance of human body from hand to foot is usually between 400 to 600 ohm, and from ear to ear it is the least, that is about 100 ohm. This value gives us the condition under which the electric shock if occurs, then the amount of current will change depending upon the value of this human body resistance. Let us see how we can get that value of current if the body resistance and voltage is given. So we have taken here a problem. Calculate the value of current through human body if body resistance is 5 lakh ohm and voltage is 230 volt. This body resistance is corresponding to the dry skin condition, and our common single phase voltage is 230 volt. So if victim touches 230 volt when his skin is in dry condition, then in such case by using Ohm's law we can calculate the current that can flow through human body, that is I is equal to V upon R, that is 230 volt upon 5 lakh, that will come as 4.6 milliampere. So this 4.6 milliampere as compared to our previous table, if we compare this value, then this current will give the sensation or surprise to the victim, but it will not have the severe effect on him. Now let us discuss the factor that decide the severity of electric shock. Many times we want to know that which are the factors that will decide the dangerous situation of electric shock or severity of electric shock. Some of these factors are given here. The most important factor just we have seen is the value of current that can flow through the human body. Depending upon that current, the various effect on human body can occur. The current above 15 milliampere is said to be dangerous situation. The time duration of flow of current, how much time the current flow through the human body of victim will have ultimate effect on severity. If this time duration is very very less, then there will be minimum effect of electric shock. And if we are not able to remove the victim who is in contact with the charged body, then in that case the severity of shock will be enhanced because the time duration and increase. So if the time duration is more, the severity of electric shock will be more. The third important factor is that what path is taken by current when it flows through the human body. If the current flows through the heart, then there will be more severity of electric shock. If it flows outside the heart, then severity of shock will be somewhat reduced. The fourth condition or the factor that can decide severity is the physical condition of the human body. Just we have seen that under various conditions, that is the dry skin condition, wet skin condition, the human body resistance will vary drastically. The next factor that can affect the severity of electric shock is the area of contact of human body. If the area of contact is more, there will be more amount of current or chances of current to flow through the human body and severity will increase. So area of contact, if it is minimum, then there will be less amount of current may flow through human body and severity will decrease. The one of the last factor that is written here is the type of current, that is AC or DC. We know that the AC is the alternating current and which has the frequency of 50 Hz in India. Now this current will go through the zero in the two times when for a complete cycle, that is every 10 millisecond, the AC current will be going through the zero. So the victim can remove his whatever touching part of his body for every 10 millisecond, because when current has become zero, there is more chances to remove the human body that has touched the charged electrical equipment or its body. So severity of shock will be somewhat less in the AC circuit condition. Now if the victim touches a DC circuit and he has got electric shock, we know that the direct current is a constant value of the supply system. In that case, the current or voltage will never become zero, and in this case the severity of the electric shock will be more in DC case. So through these question and answers, we have studied the electric shock, the reasons how this electric shock can occur, then the effect of the current on human body, and then the factor that decide the severity of electric shock. With this, I am sure that you have got the primary idea of electric shock and how the factors will affect the severity and what is the importance of physical and psychological condition of the victim, that you have understood. With this, I am thankful to all of you.